Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. I just heard something on the radio that brought back memories. Saying probably 1975. I would have been in 7th or 8th grade at that time. I got a freaky old lady named a Cocaine Katie, does embroideries on my jeans. I got my poor old gray-haired daddy riding my limousine. Well, it's all designed to blow my mind, but our minds won't really be blown like the thrill that'll get you when you get your picture on the cover of the Rolling Stone. You guys remember that song? I'm not a singer, but I play one on YouTube. I just lost 90% of the audience every time I start singing. I just remember that being a fun song, cover of the Rolling Stones by Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show. Taking a little ride on Water Street in Rockport, one of my favorite streets. Fog is not as bad over here as the rest of Rockport, oddly enough. I thought it would be like we wouldn't even be able to see the end of the piers here. Some pelicans. Lots of ducks in the water over here. I hope no one's out duck hunting in a fog this thick. I can't figure out why the fog isn't as bad here as it is a half mile away, like at Rockport Beach. I don't know. It's a mystery. It actually feels like there's more of a breeze over here, too. So, what do I know? Read a good saying, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And I don't know who said that. I did look it up on the internet, and it was credited to several different people. But it just seems like one of those sayings that has been around for a while, and then different people have used it in different speeches and, changed it up a little bit. I love looking at the stuff along here. Some cars and trucks will come. I can see them way behind me, and I'll just pull over and let them pass. You guys ready for a horrible joke? Did a lot of you just say no? Why don't lions hang out with other species of animals? Simple. Their pride gets in the way. I almost broke into The Lion Sleeps Tonight there, but I think you actually have to be able to sing to do that song, so I'm going to spare you today. I saw a short video, and I thought this was amazing, and from what I can tell, it is a true story. Several sources online verify the story. Or at least they verify the source of the story. When Thomas Edison was a boy, he was going to normal schools. And one day the teacher sent him a note in a sealed envelope with young Thomas Edison and told him to give it to, the teacher said, give it to your mother directly. So he goes home and he gives his mother the note. And his mother reads the note and starts crying. And Thomas becomes concerned and said, what's the note say? Read me the note. And his mother reads them the note. And the note basically says, Mrs. Edison, your son is such a genius and so intelligent that we cannot properly teach him at this school. Please keep him at home and home school him yourself. Give him the education and the opportunities that he needs. So this inspired Thomas Edison. Wow, I have this skill that I barely use, that I didn't even really know I had. And the people encouraged him, the note from his teacher, and his mother especially, and she went all out to teach him at every opportunity and turn him in to the genius that became Thomas Edison. When Thomas Edison's mother passed away years later, he was going through her personal belongings, and he found the note. He recognized it right away. It was still in the envelope, and he pulled the note out of the envelope, and the note said, "Mrs. Edison, we can't teach your son at this school. He may be mentally challenged. We don't have the resources to teach mentally challenged people at our school. Please keep him at home and try to teach him some skills that will help him later in life." So his mother instantly came up with that story and turned Thomas Edison into this genius that we know him as. And I know there's negative things about Edison. There's negative things about every public figure out there. But that's just amazing that they recognized his mother made up the story on the spot to turn his life around. And it was just fascinating. And it makes me appreciate people like Elon Musk, who, now I don't agree with everything Elon Musk does, but the guy is a legit genius. He's so far ahead in concepts and ideas that I need them explained to me as if I was a small child, and I often still don't understand. And I know some people aren't happy he did the same thing. Some people aren't happy he did this, or he built his plant here, or he did this, but it's those great thinkers that made this country what it is, and hopefully we'll keep it what it is. So as we like to go back and change history and cancer, well, it is a cancer as far as I'm concerned, cancel culture, and find things we don't like about someone that formed this country 300 years ago, 200 years ago, 50 years ago, and just focus on the negative aspects. Yes, George Washington was a slave owner. Most of the early presidents and the important people in the country were slave owners. Is slavery wrong? Of course it's wrong. But that happened. So to try to whitewash the culture, no pun intended, I don't get it. Now, I also understand, I am fascinated by the Civil War. I don't like them taking down any Confederate Army statues. Those were people who believed in what they were doing and served their state. And at that time, state was more important than country. I also understand if you're an African-American family living on Monument Avenue, that you don't want 10 Confederate statue monuments running down the middle of your street. I get that. But if anything, keep it as a reminder of what was going on back then. And that's how if you eliminate the past, you can't learn from the past. And you could take any single leader, the people we consider great, whether it's JFK or Martin Luther King. You could pick anyone. George Washington, Alexander Hamilton, all these people that were important people in our country, they all have negative aspects to them, including me and you. So you can recognize the positive impact, or you could focus on the negative impact. That's just my opinions and my ramblings as I'm driving down a very nice road on a foggy afternoon. I'll tell you what, the ducks know how to get away from the hunters, don't they? There's got to be 200 ducks right there. What's the saying? Keep all your ducks in a row? Why do all your ducks have to be in a row? What happens if the ducks are staggered? Does the world spin off its axis? Just use information to make your own decisions. Don't be one of those people who makes a decision and then seeks out the facts to back your decision. Get some information first and then form an opinion. After all, you should listen to the guy who lives in his truck. Hey guys, thanks for watching.